Hello everyone, good morning, good evening, wherever you are, and welcome to the Northern California channel where gardening is made easy. So see here, so this is a Meyer lemon. So this is what we are going to plant today, and planted hundreds of plants on the ground, and we will see the right way to plant this today. So this is a improved Meyer lemon. So we will be planting it. Yeah, first what you do is you just dig the ground, and it's better to have this ground digged at least a couple of times more than the container. So I have a 5-gallon container. I made sure that the ground is dug enough for the plant. So if you find it hard to dig, right, so what I found useful is so this one they sell digging stick, actually is what it's called. So they sell this in Home Depot. So especially if you have a rocky soil, so it's easy to kind of dig this and take it out with a shovel. So mine is a rocky soil, right? So I always found it helpful to use a digging stick to take out any rocks or anything. I don't see, if you have a soft soil, it's okay to just use a shovel, but you don't have to use any machines or anything. If you're planting one or two, then this digging stick is good enough, right? So the second step that you'll see here is it's called liberation. So what you do is you have to remove the plant outside from this container. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I just removed it. So what I do now is basically, if you look at it here, right? So all these roots have kind of grown around the container, as you see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the liberation. So liberation means, this is only once you do it, this liberation. And so what you do is you basically remove all these roots so that it can grow outwards. So gently kind of try to remove all the soil and all that nearby, and loosen up the roots. I think that's going to be the key. So I'm going to, so the roots actually start right here. So I'm going to go do the liberation, right? So gently use your hand and kind of remove and then make sure that this root system kind of loosens up. So as you see here, so now I have basically liberated the plant enough. So see all these, it was tangling inside. So this will kind of help it grow outwards. So basically you have to do this only once when you take the plant out. So it basically makes sure that it's all kind of not contained within because it was in the container, right? So first time it's going out to the ground. So ensure that all these tangled roots are nicely kind of liberated, right? So that is the process of liberation. So the other thing I wanted to mention you is find the right location, because this Meyer lemon requires a sunny location. So it needs all sun, so it's a good location to kind of identify the location where most of the day there is sun, right? So Meyer loves sun, so that's what I did. So now what I do is, so this is the hole I've dug. So I put it here. So you have to put a stick like this, what you're seeing here. So this is the stick that you're seeing here. So you basically put the stick here, and then you check it out, and this root here should be kind of leveled off over here. So that's what we are going to check next. You see that now actually it's almost at the ground level, and it's level of the ground, and the roots are all going to be inside. And now what I did now is I put the native soil, not the soil I took it from the container, right? So you put the native soil. Don't put any fertilizer right now, right? Just put all the native soil. I'm going to put the native soil and fill it up now. Okay, now I'm putting the native soil and filling it up, and make sure if they have really big rocks, remove those rocks, and small rocks like this are okay because it has to get used to it. So what happens is, another important thing is, if there is a grafted tree, right, if there's a grafting done right here, you don't want that to be facing on the south side, because south side is going to be full sun and it's going to burn it. So you might want to face that in the north side. So that's another important tip to kind of remember. In this case, it doesn't look like it's grafted, so I'm just going to leave it like that, right? Because I'm not going to kind of look for the direction or anything. Just leave it there. So what I've done is actually I put it into the ground now. So make sure that if you have any like a grass roots or anything, those things cannot remove it, because you don't want that to interfere with the growth. And it's a small tree. I'm not going to put any stakes. All I'm going to do is put the mulch back and then water it. So when you put the mulch, right, just put it in a donut shape. Actually, I've used the existing mulch, so it should be like in a donut shape. And you leave like 3 to 4 inches from the center of the trunk, because you don't want the the trunk to be kind of covered with the mulch, you have to leave 3 inches at least, and then make it like a donut shape, which is what I've done now. And what I'm going to do is, it's already having a lot of water content, but since it's just planted, and I want to avoid any shock, and I'm going to put some nice water on it. So I'm just watering it nicely so that it completely gets drenched actually, so it's not a shock for the plant. So what you're seeing here is I'm going to thoroughly water it so that it doesn't get a shock all around. Alright, I planted it now, and successfully it's on the ground. And so this is March actually, March, and so spring and fall is the best season to kind of plant anything, put it on the ground. If you like this video, please do click like, and if you're new to this channel, please do subscribe. I will see you soon in another video. Thank you. Bye.